Hey guys, we're doing something a little bit different today. We just got the brand new Braumeisters in from Germany on a big old container. So we thought, why not do a bit of an unboxing? So we're gonna pull it open, grab it out, have a look at it, maybe put a bit of water in there and see how it goes.
Have some fun, yeah. Trying to look casual.
Trying to look casual, just drape yourself on the...
That's recording, everything looks like it's in focus.
Nice.
Alright.
Alright, so
I guess we should open this sucker up.
Scissors.
Although, you can't have an unboxing video without a liner lock. That was a sick move.
Allow me to put these
away.
Allow me to put these away then.
Alright, let's do it. Do a little bit of 𝐓𝐂𝐇.
Oh, this is cool.
A little bit of 𝐓𝐂𝐇 this way. Well, now, this is a working knife. It's probably not as... Oh, it's cutting. It's doing a job. Alright. Alright, we've got some nice copy on there, some text. Yeah, it's a nice little detail. Alright, opening it up further. Shiny.
So these all come double jacketed standard, I am led to believe.
Okay, so are they still calling these the plus, or are they renamed?
So there's no plus and lower levels now. So
okay.
I'm pretty sure it is just blanket across the board.
So standard, yeah, jacketed is standard. Yeah. So we can see the controller in there is still got the plastic on it.
Looks a bit nicer though. Like I liked the old controller, but I think the angles on this one are quite nice.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean, we'll pull it out.
We'll obviously get a closer look. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Stock out of the box. Yeah. Right, I think we're going to encounter a problem with physics here at a certain point.
Yeah, let's get the box on the ground and we'll pull the Braumeister up out of the box from there. Otherwise, we're going to do ourselves a mischief, I think.
Yeah. Pull it out. You're probably not seeing this part very well, but we'll
nicely packed.
Just.
Okay. Oops.
It's going well so far. Seamless. Let's see if we can line that up. Sort of running blind here, so...
The lids are normally strapped onto the handles.
Oh, are they? Okay, so...
we pulled this out earlier so that we could have the zip ties to tie it back on.
Don't mean to ruin the illusion, but we did have to inspect it before the unboxing, so we did pull it out. Maybe we'll move... So that's everything that's out of the box. The box is... everything's inside the brow.
A free packet of silica gel as well. It says, do not eat. Which is good advice.
Generally, I think it's good advice to live by.
Actually, before we get rid of the box, it probably helps if I pull the lid out.
Okay. So let's
spin it around, and we'll have a look in the back. Okay. So these are the new pumps as well. So it comes standard with the newer pumps.
All right. Tell you what, I'll maybe adjust the camera. We'll come in for a closer shot. All right. So we're going rogue. We're going handheld.
Oh,
so, yeah. Yeah, we're talking about the pumps.
Yeah. So it's got a control on the side of the pump. So the old Braumeister pumps, they just ran. At the speed that they run at.
Yep.
But this one actually has, I'm a musician, so I'm going to say a volume knob.
Sure.
You can crank up the volume on the pumping and get it moving a little bit quicker, or pull it down if it's going a little bit too kind of boisterous, which is really handy. There has been times when get a bit of fountaining happening, and that might be a time when you could turn the pump down a little bit. To get on top of that.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, if you've got, say, 9 kilos of grain in the malt pipe, like I like to do on the odd stream, maybe you can turn it up a little bit to get the water moving through it a little bit easier.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool. It's one of those things where you're like, how are they going to improve on this?
Yeah, I was wondering how, because the last generation, they made some pretty tidy improvements.
So I'm looking at the controller now as well. It's a little bit more user-friendly, I think. Like things are labelled. In the older ones, you just kind of had to know what you were doing and what you were plugging into where. And things. This is all nice and labelled up. Makes it really easy to to tell what's going on. There's like 2 extra little knobs. One says can, one says cooling. I know you can hook the Gärmeister directly up to your unit with these new ones, so that might be to do with that. Just open it up. Because one thing you don't need on this one is a Wi-Fi unit.
Oh yeah, so yeah, it comes with that built in. You don't have to buy it separately anymore.
Yeah. I do remember seeing something about there's like a little box you can get because you can ferment in these now.
Oh yeah, yep.
And you can run, so you can hook up the Gärmeister to it and you can run like the cooling jacket from the Gärmeister. And even from, if you've got a tilt hydrometer, it'll talk to the tilt hydrometer as well. It's got Bluetooth. Cool. It's crazy. It's so cool.
So, and the Gärmeister is that's like the solenoid kind of thing that you can control?
Yeah, it's like a little, so they're quite common in commercial setups when we're sort of setting people up with like big tanks and glycol systems and things like that. It kind of helps to run the fermentation and control temperature based on what you tell it to do, and also what it is reading from the data. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can, obviously with the digital readout, you can get it down to pitching temp using your cooling jacket with the lid on, so it's nice and protected from outside contaminants. Then you can run it out of your tap, clean out the tube, pour it back in, get it nice and aerated, and then away you go.
Away you go.
Ferment in the unit.
And then it becomes a fermenter.
Yep. But yeah, you get really nice, high quality stainless steel fittings. I just can't help but marvel at the welds on everything as well. They're really nice, clean welds. So it looks like it's quite a different plug than the previous one as well.
Yep. So the other, probably one of the most exciting things about the controller itself is that it's water. I don't know if you can call it waterproof, but water resistant.
Yeah, I can't remember the exact numbers, unfortunately, but it's a big jump up in waterproofing.
Yeah.
So when you're cleaning and things like that, obviously you're not going to be pouring water into the plug holes in the back.
Yeah. So you can even leave the plugs in. You'll see when I put a shot into the new plug. If I think as long as you leave it plugged in, you can get it wet and clean it, and not. It's designed to be waterproof, basically.
Very cool. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we should plug it in?
Yeah.
We'll get it plugged in first because it's a little bit of a process. So like you were saying, there's a bit more waterproofing done, and they've got a locking system on the plug. So there is a little bit of a trick to it.
Alright, I might just pause it there. Right, so we're going to pull the stuff out?
Pull the gear out of the inside. I mean, the first thing to pull out before we start stabbing, we've got the lugs.
Okay.
So first thing somebody familiar with the Braumeisters might notice, I'll pull this a little bit closer.
Yeah.
So in the past, the old models of the Braumeister had 2 sets of lugs on the side of the malt pipe. This one has 3. Just gives you a little bit more
extra steps when you're pulling it out. Yep. So in the older models, you basically had 2 levels. I guess 2 big lifts to get it out, but now you got, you can take it in smaller steps when pulling the malt pipe out. Okay.
Yeah. That's nice. Let's cut it out.
Yep.
Have a look.
All right. Couple of cable ties. Watch your eyes.
And my hands.
Yeah.
I'll step back.
Yeah, I don't have a good track record with knives. I've in the kitchen sliced my fingers open more than times I've
I copped a great one the other day.
Oh, yeah.
My guitar playing calluses have saved my fingers on multiple occasions.
Yeah.
All right. So we have our crossbar. Sits across like that. I'll array these on the table.
Make it look pretty.
We have our lifting bar. This is a very important one.
For the lifting?
For the lifting and the barring. The famous wing nut. And the tie down rod, what would you call that? Yeah, tie down rod works.
Not sure what they call it actually.
So you got the center rod, and this is kind of like sits across the top of the malt pipe, and the wing nut holds it in place, so it stops the malt pipe from lifting when the pump's going.
Yeah.
Basically.
So you can see the malt pipe here. Obviously, when it's going, you need something to hold that in place, which is what.
Well, the filters.
Of course, yeah, you got the filters.
The filter kind of, you can probably see on the GoPro actually. Filter kind of hits the hits this, and won't come up any further. So that's this plus the wing nut just stops the filters from coming up above the lip of the malt pipe, and then letting all the grain spill out into your pumps, which is less than ideal.
Yeah.
Which is why they designed it not to do that. Good job, Speidel. And there's the filter plates. It's got the 2 stainless steel mesh filters, which just kind of load onto it. Again, down that central tie rod. And 2 stainless steel filter supports, which hold these in place. So one of these goes on the bottom, and one of these sits actually underneath.
Oh, it goes underneath, doesn't it?
On the top of your mash.
Yes.
So you've got the filter on each side, stopping all the bulk of the grain from getting through.
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice and shiny.
Yeah, I was going to say again, very well machined. Nice matte finish.
Yeah. Make a sort of chainmail suit of armor out of this stuff. Be handy if you're prone to cutting yourself with knives.
Yeah, right. For example.
Although,
yeah, I could show you some scars actually if.
What I will say about the stainless steel mesh filters is that the edges can get a little sharp, so that is worth keeping an eye on, just rather than a finger.
Yeah.
But stainless steel, so you can clean it. And finally, I'm going to need to. Actually, I won't be able to utilise that.
You don't have lugs.
I don't have the lugs on yet, but this is the malt pipe. So we've got the rubber seal on the bottom, so that kind of keeps everything nice and secure down there. Again, stops things from kind of slipping in underneath and all mixing through. And this little ridge in here is what the filter support plate sits on the inside, so it's kind of indented. Yeah.
Actually, we can show that. So, hold it up here. You'll see that the slides down, and it won't go any further.
And that means they can make the filter support plates and the filters nice and snug with the edge of the malt pipe, so that things don't get over. But I mean, none of this is new.
No, this is exactly this is how they work.
But the thing that is new, and I might even screw the lugs on, as I was alluding to earlier, is the addition of the extra couple of lugs in the system. So, and these are at cross sections with the 2 sort of resting ones. So you'd use this to lift it, twist it and lift it up. The 2 lower sets are perpendicular to that, which is a good word. It's always nice when you can pull a word out of your vocabulary that you haven't used in a while. Give you the option to sort of graduate the lifting of the malt pipe out of the wort, which if you're doing low dissolved oxygen brewing, you don't want the
splashing
wort to all be dripping down through the air into your kettle. So pop that down there. You can actually sit it right in there, nice and submerged. Then once it's been spouting for a little while, you can lift that up.
So you got that first resting place.
Just set it,
let it drain.
Seconds. And then once it's drained a little more, sit it up there. Normally it will be being held on the central tie rod by the filter. So
yeah, and it'll have a bit
so
of weight.
So it won't be swinging like crazy.
Have a weight of the grain and the water in there too.
But yeah. So what I mean by that is this plate. So you can see the tie rod comes right the way up to the top. Just go show you. So these plates are going to be on the inside of the malt pipe, and they're going to be holding onto that. So it's not going to be swinging like crazy because these will be keeping it in place. So normally, yeah, you don't have your heavy, wet, sticky malt pipe swinging around like a pendulum.
Yeah.
It was more just for demonstration purposes, but I really like that feature. I still haven't played with low dissolved oxygen brewing yet, but it is something that I think I need to do, and it might even be something worth having a crack at a demo for in the future. I like doing things I haven't done before, so there's a high risk of stuffing up.
Exactly, that's how we roll.
But yeah, that definitely helps in that regard. So that, in conjunction with the Lodo kit that you can get for the Braumeisters now, should definitely help a lot.
Yeah.
All right, so let's spin it around. I might give you this one. So I just chucked my arm right across the...
That's right. Oh, I didn't have the shot framed up very well. Actually, I'll adjust. So nice big screen.
Yes. Might even take the plastic.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Protect it.
Just a little bit of ASMR.
Yeah, I reckon.
Slowly.
Oh, look at that.
Here we go.
It's very sleek.
Yeah, I like these lines.
The matte black, the angles. Very sleek.
So, shall we plug it in? Is that?
I think we definitely should.
I think